morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are joining this free webinar. If you are here because you are passionate about real estate investment, and then you have invested in Ebe, Lagos State before now. I want to first of all share something about investment generally. What makes a good investment? What are the factors that you need to check? What are the indices for measuring a good investment? And the first one, according to Warren Buffett, he said that a good investment must first of all ensure the safety of your capital. You know, we have a lot of investment schemes everywhere, and especially in real estate, that promises exorbitant return on investment. You see some people promise you 100% ROI, some people promise 200%, and so on and so forth. But before investing in your money in real estate, you must ensure that the safety of your capital is guaranteed before you talk about the second one, which is the return on investment. Alright, so these are the two qualities. The safety of capital must be guaranteed first of all before the return on investment. Alright, so I want to talk about the hidden dangers that real estate investors must avoid in Ebe, Lagos State. So before investing in Ebe, what are those dangers that you need to avoid? What are those pitfalls, those traps that a lot of investors seems not to see until they have fallen into that investment trap before they discover? Because you understand with me that there are a lot of real estate companies out there, right, coming with a lot of promises, you know, and at the end of the day, people lose their money that invest with them. So the number one, and I've classified these dangers in two classes. The first one is we have the external dangers, and then the second we have the internal dangers. Now, the internal dangers are those dangers that emanate from the real estate company you are trying to invest with. Those dangers that emanate from the real estate company you are trying to invest with. You know, a lot of investors make the mistake of not understanding the authenticity of the real estate company, and that's my first point. I want to talk about the internal dangers first of all, the authenticity of the real estate company. How authentic is the real estate company? So some people make the mistake of asking the wrong questions when trying to invest in real estate. Alright, so you see an investor that's trying to invest in real estate asking about land titles. Does the land have C of O? Does it have gazette? Does it have, you know, they go first of all asking about the title. Title is very important, alright? So it is important you know the title on the property you want to buy. But before then, you need to understand how authentic is the company you are trying to purchase this property from. How authentic are they? How authentic are they? So whenever I discuss about this particular subject, I always make reference to what happened in the Nigerian banking sector some years back. You know, we have a lot of banks in the 90s, and then something became paramount. Some banks would shut down and leave the depositors in penury. They would shut down and go with people's money, right? Until the Central Bank of Nigeria, in conjunction with the federal government, came up with an idea, and that idea gave birth to what we call today the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation. Now, this Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation, their sole purpose is to make sure that every single money we have in the banks are properly secured. So today you can keep your money in the bank and go to sleep because you have the guarantee, you have the assurance that nothing can happen or nothing can happen to the money you have. Alright? And that is as a result of this corporation. So how do you know the authenticity of a bank now? You know the authenticity of a bank not because of their bank charges or because of their location or because of anything. You know that a bank is authentic if they are under this body. So any bank you see in Nigeria that is not under this body is a potential scam. And in the same vein, we have regulatory bodies that regulate and monitor the activities of real estate companies in Nigeria. For instance, we have the REDAN, the Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria. We have the LASFERA, the Lagos State Real Estate Regulatory Authority. We have the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and so on and so forth. So the function of these people, the REDAN, is to ensure, just like we have in the NDIC, is to ensure that they regulate the activities of real estate companies in Nigeria. And in Lagos State, the Lagos State Real Estate Regulatory Authority, they try to regulate the activities of real estate companies in Lagos State. So whenever you want to deal with any real estate company and you did not see them under these bodies, because some of those companies that you will invest with and then you lose your money, they find it difficult registering under this body. You won't find them there because number one, either they don't meet with the criteria for the registration, or secondly, they have an ulterior motive in mind. They don't want to be authentic. They have something else in mind. They want to take people's money and so on and so forth. So that is the first thing you look out for, the authenticity of the company. And I can tell you something for free. It is very much better that you buy a property from a company and that property doesn't have a land title, but this company is an authentic company that is under the required regulatory bodies. It is safer for you to buy such property than for you to even buy a property from, or property that have C of O or any land title from a company that is not under these regulations. So you check out the authenticity of the company first before you do anything. And the second internal factor is the credibility. How credible is the company? How credible are they? Because there are a lot of promises today in the real estate industry. We have a lot of companies coming to promise you they are going to develop this one, they will develop that one, and at the end of the day, you will discover that these companies, they don't have anything to show for. What they promise and what you finally see doesn't have any relationship. So you think about the credibility of this company. Are they companies that actually do what they say? And the one way to know is from their allocation. A lot of companies, they will tell you once you buy, we are going to allocate you instantly. But when you end up buying that property, you will stay for 6 months without getting allocation. So it is not a credible company. And how to know is for you to go back and check the people that have bought from this company before. Have they been allocated as promised? That's one way to check. And secondly, you check the development. They say they are going to build a road, they are going to build gatehouse, they are going to build some other things. So you check their previous promises on the things they plan to build or they promised to build and see if they have actually built those things. So that is how to know that this company is credible. Now, in the external factors, that is when you start talking about the land title. Alright? When you go to the external factors, you talk about the land title. What is the title on the land? Alright, so whatever title a land have, you need to make your search to be sure that that place is freehold. First of all, it needs to be free from government acquisition. Freehold means it is free from government acquisition. Alright, there are a lot of lands that have C of O and other titles, but they are not free from government acquisition. That is the reason why you see the government, they wake up tomorrow and start demolishing buildings and people are shouting, why are they demolishing building? They did not do this check. They did not make sure that this land is free from government accusation before they proceed to, getting whatever document they were able to get. All right. So the second external factor is now the location, and this is one of the areas a lot of people pay more attention to first, but this is actually the last. The location. Where is this property currently located? Because it is the location that should give you the intrinsic value of that particular property. So you make sure that there are sufficient landmarks close to that particular area, and that is what determines the pricing. Because if you don't know the landmarks, you might get this property overpriced. You might get it overpriced. Alright? So I want to summarize by giving you some of the alternatives you are going to prefer when you want to invest in Ebe. So at the top of my recommendation for anybody that desires to invest in Ebe when it has to do with real estate is Eso Properties. And from everything I've just explained, Eso Properties is under the Redan de la Sierra and a member of the Lagos State Chamber of Commerce. Alright, so an Eso Property have the credibility to deliver on projects as they promised. Alright, and they allocate every single person that buy property from them instantly. Immediately you buy, you get your allocation instantly. Of this month, December 2023, there is going to be an allocation program that will be happening in one of the Eso Properties estate called Silverland Gardens Phase 3. Alright, so we had Silverland Garden Phase 1, it got sold out because of the excess demand. Phase 2 as well got sold out, and then the Phase 3 was newly launched, and then we are having the allocation event on the 16th of December. The estate currently is selling for 2.6 million naira, but that day, the 16th, there will be a price increase because of the massive development that is currently going on in that estate right now. So there will be a price increase from 2.6 million naira to 3.5 million naira on the 16th of December 2023. Alright, so I am inviting you to take advantage of that opportunity to invest in that particular estate for just 2.6 million naira. And when you make an initial deposit of 1 million naira, you are going to get a discount of 200,000. So instead of 2.6 million, you will buy it for 2.4 million naira. And when you make an initial deposit of 500,000, you will get it for that 2.6 million, and then you spread the remaining balance. Even though the price increase become effective, you are still paying at 2.6 million naira when you make that initial deposit. So I am inviting you to click on the link or to click on the button below so that you can book an inspection, and the inspection is free with other amazing refreshments. Alright, we will take you to the estate, you will see for yourself and begin your journey of investment in Ebe, Lagos State. So I look forward to seeing you. Thank you and remain blessed.